You know how a random idea can just pop into your head? Well, that's your intuition speaking to you. Now imagine that that's happening to you all the time. That's what happens to my client, Tom. So a while back, I got a call from Tom, and I could tell he was frustrated, and he was grumbling that his team never made a decision for themselves. They always waited for him to tell them what to do. Now, we know Tom's intuitive, but the thing is, he thinks everybody else is also intuitive. It's just intuitively obvious what to do. So while Tom is waiting for his team to make a decision, there's no telepathic network connecting what's in his brain to the team members' brains. And so he finally gets frustrated. He just tells the team what to do, and they do it because he's the boss. It gets done, and then that cycle just repeats over and over. Well, Tom wanted to break that cycle. So when we started working together, we identified three important factors. One, Tom needed to recognize that his style isn't the same as everybody else's style. Two, we needed to give the team some decision-making and problem-solving tools because they had grown so used to just doing what Tom said, they needed a new way to do it. And that's when we introduced the problem-solving and decision-making framework that I outline in my book, Teamwork 9.0. And then third, we recognized Tom's need to stay involved in step one, in which you clearly define the problem and the goals for the team. And then once we'd done that, Tom backed away and let the team work through the process, which they did. And then they came back to Tom in step 7, in which they laid out the plan to solve the problem that they had put together. Tom reviewed the plan, said, looks great, go for it. They went ahead and implemented the solution, solved the problem. Now the team was delighted because they felt, involved all the way through the whole process, and they were committed to a successful outcome at the end. And Tom was delighted because he didn't have to stay involved through all the steps, which gave him a lot more time to tend to his other responsibilities. And best of all, that cycle was broken and the team could now make decisions for themselves. Thanks so much for listening. If you like this, please click on subscribe, share it with others, and stay tuned for next time when we discuss a leadership challenge that I call It's Nothing Personal. Thanks again.